You can actually find uniquely named weapons from the past Stalker games in Stalker 2. And they're honestly still really powerful. This one, for example, is called Trophy, a silenced assault rifle with one of the highest damage per second in the game. I'm going to be showing you where to get this, along with a blueprint to upgrade the weapon's recoil, and a new armor set, gas mask, a bunch of other weapons, like the fastest firing shotgun in the game, that also has the highest damage. It is honestly perfect for killing mutants, or alternatively there's this grenade launcher for killing groups of enemies. All the weapons and armor from today's video are based in the chemical plant zone. This will be the second zone you unlock after finishing the main story in the lesser zone if you sided with the Ward. If you sided with the Stalkers though, don't worry, you can still just walk into the chemical zone from the garbage zone. There's nothing stopping you. And I would definitely recommend doing it early for this shotgun, because it's made dealing with mutants really easy. But all this talk of mutants brings me on to today's sponsor, because the Teenage Mutant Turtles have just arrived in the epic idle RPG fantasy game Hero Wars. Calabunya. This is the crossover we didn't know we needed. Now, thanks to an amazing collaboration between Paramount Pictures and Nexters, your favorite heroes in half shells are now part of Domination. From December 2nd to December 22nd, you can dive into the action with the Turtles in a special Hero Wars event where you can help the Turtles on their journey into Domination, uncover their secrets, and bring them into your squad, all for free. Yep, your Turtles can join your team without costing a single penny. And you can even unlock Shredder and Casey Jones's limited time skins to power up your heroes alongside a bunch of other rewards. So here's your chance to train alongside Leonardo, Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. It's never been easier to jump into Hero Wars right now by opening a new browser tab or downloading it on iOS and Android from the link below. The Turtles and I will see you there. So firstly, we can find a blueprint to improve the recoil on the unique Trophy assault rifle, which we'll be grabbing later on in the video. It's located right here in the north of the chemical plant zone on the roof of the Araprom factory. No idea if I'm pronouncing that right. So once you get here, you'll see the train tracks and a giant brick silo. We actually need to go up this ladder just to the left here. So let's head on up. And then you're going to see a bunch of like fire anomalies, so do take care of those. We need to kind of work our way around them. We can hop on top of here and walk around the edge of this one. Then we can hop over to this other balcony. And we're going to need to walk on the edge here to avoid this next thing. And if we run around this pillar, we can climb up this ladder. And now just to show you guys, if you actually turn around, if you go to the top of this brick chimney stack, you will actually be able to get a Stalker stash there. And there's a burned body. That's what happens when you don't avoid the anomalies. And if you come up here, take care, because there's like a lava fountain just there. So throw a screw at it, then run over to this stash, loot it for the blueprint. After you've looted the stash there, just go ahead and jump over the railing onto this next. And when you come over to this next building, take care of all the little fire anomalies, and you can drop down into this next building here. And when you drop down this ladder, just behind this little cloth piece, there's going to be some more loot for you. And then once you're done at the factory, if you actually go southwest, there is another stash just on the bottom left corner. So you can see that's the factory over there, and there's this little building. Just go ahead and shoot the lock like this, and you'll be able to open the door, and right at the bottom here you'll find another Stalker stash. Now, one of the best gas masks you can get early on in Stalker 2 is the PA10 gas mask. It lacks radiation resistance due to its limited filter design, but it has an incredible physical protection that can actually be upgraded even further. But you can find this gas mask early on in the chemical zone just northwest of the river in the Araprom Research Institution. Now, there will be some bloodsuckers roaming around the compound at night, so do take care, but I do have a way of dealing with them. You're going to want to head to this big white building just here in the center of the map, and once you enter, turn to the left and there'll be a boarded up door, and you'll have to smash down the entrance here. And then you'll need to use your bolt to get rid of the lightning anomaly so you can pass around the corner, because under the stairs you're going to find a Stalker stash with the PA10 gas mask. You can also use this area around the corner as a safe spot from the bloodsuckers. Jumping up on the left side will stop them being able to reach you. But now, just a bit further south of our location, we have two more powerful weapons to find. If you've been having trouble with mutants in Stalker 2, here's how to find the best solution. A rapid fire shotgun with the best fire rate that also deals the max damage and has incredible penetration on armored foes too. It kills everything in the game and uses a common 12 gauge ammunition, which you can easily find. But what about those swarming mutants? Well, there's also a assault rifle with a grenade launcher that we can get at the same location. You can find this location in the northwest of the chemical plant zone, right next to the river, and not too far from the West Bridge, just here on the map. It's called the Transferum on the island, and once you do arrive, you'll find a ton of bodies from a previous battle. You can find a rapid fire pistol and specifically the SPSA-14 shotgun just here next to this guy's body, and then you'll find the Grom S14 next to this other guy, and that's an assault rifle with the underbarrel grenade launcher. Unfortunately, you will need to repair them, but damn, the shotgun is so worth it. Ironically, even using it in its broken state is still extremely effective. It just has a higher chance of jamming. But you can of course upgrade the shotgun even further, and if you're going to do that, I would prioritize reducing its weight and its degradation. And funnily enough, with the modified gas block, you can actually double the weapon's range and reduce its spread, so all of its pellets are hitting the mutant target. But even without any of those modifications, it already feels pretty overpowered to use. And thanks to its rate of fire, you can empty a whole clip for maximum damage slugs into a mutant within seconds. It really does kill anything in the game pretty quickly. And I've actually been using it like this over any other weapon against mutants. There's even a shotgun ammunition upgrade I'll show you in the next video, so make sure you subscribe for that. As for the Grom S14, this assault rifle has a grenade launcher, and it can be accessed from the quick access menu, which will then allow you to fire it. You can't actually aim it, so you'll need to get used to the firing trajectory, because when you fire a grenade, the fall off is actually pretty fast. The ammunition is also quite costly and it's pretty rare to find in the environment, but it instantly blows up on impact, making it very effective at dealing with clusters of enemies. You can also upgrade the grenade launcher with armor-piercing range and velocity, which really helps out. As for the assault rifle itself, it uses the dreaded 7.62 times 54mm ammo, which is pretty hard to come by early on, and this thing has a stupid fast fire rate, so you're going to burn through your ammo before you can say Harry Potter and the AK-47. So I suggest swapping from automatic to single shot, and then you can just go for headshots, and because it's extremely accurate with high penetration, you're easily going to be able to kill most targets. But since the weapon has pretty low damage and range, you kind of need to be pretty close to make it effective. So it kind of seems to fail at being a great assault rifle for mid-range combat. But the nade launcher is fun. But I personally wouldn't bother wasting your credits repairing it. Carry weight is a big issue in Stalker 2, which is why you need to find good armor that's also lightweight. So here's how to get the Mercenary Suit, a 3 kilogram Special Forces outfit with a great radiation and physical resistance of 50%. But it also won't slow you down. And yes, you can upgrade it for resistances and protection too. But to get this armor early on, you'll need to come right here on the map to the west of the chemical region. Just southeast from the river near the bridge here, you can find this armor piece in the Promid CMD factory. There's even an artifact here too. I'm at the south entrance just over here on the map. Now what we want to do is we want to go north and into this building entrance just here and work our way onto the rooftop, which is very easy to do. I'll show you where to go. So starting at the entrance to this factory, we're going to head on inside. There's not really many enemies in here and you can just run away from them. I'd recommend using an SMG if you do want to take them out though. Turn on our light. There's lots of loot obviously around and you can take out these creatures if you like. I just went ahead and took them all out, but then when you come through this door, you're going to go to the right and there's a door right here. And from here, you can go ahead and go upstairs all the way to the top. Then you'll reach this door just here, so go ahead and open that, and now we're on the rooftop. And once again, there's a bunch of loot in this place, loads of ammo and stuff you can loot. I'm just not going to bother doing that. When you get to this area, you can use your bolt to get rid of these electrical anomalies, especially the one in front of the staircase right here, and then you continue on upwards. And then you'll get to these boxes, and we need to smash through them with our knife like so. Then we can duck under. Oh, watch out for the grenade that's in that box in front of you. And then we can run to the left-hand side here on the balcony. And right at the back of the office, you're going to find the mercenary suit. So let's go ahead and pick that up. This is one of the best armor sets that's also extremely lightweight. So now you've grabbed that, you can just hop down off the balcony here and leave. Now once you're done on the roof at the same location, you can also find an artifact. It's actually located in this sort of section just here. But I'm going to be starting right at the bottom corner on the left here, because this is the best way in. So you can see there's kind of an anomaly right by the entrance here. So we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to work our way along the fence here. And just take care, because there's lots of these glass shards that will make you bleed as you walk through this area. So now, go through this hole here. You can see we're getting warmer and warmer. And there's the artifacts. Let's go ahead and grab it. And it's going to get us a weak gravity artifact, which increases our carrying capacity at the cost of a bit of reduction to radiation resistance. Also, just opposite that area where we found the anomaly, if you look over the side here, there is actually a Stalker cache. There's actually nothing that great in it, but if you get in there, you take a lot of radiation and you run over to that ladder where you can escape. Really, you shouldn't actually be avoiding all the anomalies in Stalker 2. If you're actually brain dead like me and you jump into them to see what they're gonna do, you'll discover that some of them actually teleport you to secret locations. One specific example of this can actually unlock a fully repaired APSB pistol, a Soviet gun with ridiculous penetration and rate of fire. It's basically a handheld submachine gun which eats through armored enemies. Holding the trigger fires a burst of 3 shots, or you can just tap it for single shots at range, which are also pretty accurate. It really is perfect for taking care of pesky swarming mutants, and you can find this weapon in the northwest of the chemical plant zone just here on the map at S.T.A.L.K.E.R, which is the crossroad village between the zones. And when you're here, there's like a broken down brick house on the northeast corner of the village. That's going to allow you to actually get to this Stalker stash, which is on the rooftop. So to actually do this, you'll find this brick building here, and you'll want to kind of jump sideways so you can vault onto this bit of brick wall. You will be getting radiation, but that allows you to climb up and then jump into this blue thing, which is actually a teleporter that's going to take you all the way to the top of that roof. Yay! And then you'll get an absolute jump scare as you fall to your death. Honestly, like, check this out. Oh my god. And you land on an anomaly which saves you like this. And the Stalker stash is actually located on the top of this building's roof. So we're now on top of this roof. So we can go ahead and loot the Stalker stash, and there's also a APSB pistol with some ammo. Now the APSB pistol description says it's a silence weapon, but I'm pretty sure it's not. Maybe you can attach a silencer to it, but you can definitely upgrade the pistol with even more armor piercing and even reduce the recoil with a muzzle brake, which I do recommend for accurate burst firing. And just to the east from where you're standing, there's actually another ruined shack building just here. And you can see this also has another teleporter above it as well. If you want to get up there, just climb up this little ramp, and then you can climb onto the roof. Sometimes you have to jump sideways or your character will vault it instead, which obviously you don't want to do. And then we can jump into the portal. And this is going to take us inside a garage, which you otherwise can't access. Now, when you arrive in here, you'll find a PDA right here, which will reveal another Stalker stash location. Then if you go ahead and open this door, there's a dead body here which you can go ahead and loot for some more ammunition. But the next weapon is really cool because early on in Stalker 2 you can find a unique named weapon from the first game. In this video I'll show you how to get Trophy, a silenced assault rifle which was considered the highest damage per second gun in the original Stalker Clear Sky. It's a uniquely modified AKM-47 2 with a silencer, ridiculously good penetration against even armored enemies, and since it has the highest fire rate in the game, it's still a lethal weapon in Stalker 2. And you can find Trophy early on in the chemical zone, just southwest from this bridge that goes across the river. I mean, where else is the bridge gonna be? Now, to the south of the road, you'll see an open field, and if you look very closely at the map, you'll see these concrete pipes that are sticking out the ground. But actually getting the gun is a cool little puzzle, so let me show you. You can see there's kind of like a sewer grate there leading to a bunker underground. And in here, there's actually a hidden stash, which you can only see if you sort of stand with your torch, there's a blue stash there. And I was like, how the heck do I actually get to this thing? So there's another one of these sort of air filter systems. And you can see next to it, there's a little stash sign here. And there's a body. And this guy has a grenade on his body. And somehow he's dead. And there's a rope going down into the stash along with a bunch of grenades. And I think right here, there's a guy putting something inside the pot. So what I did is open my inventory, got the grenades out, and then went, yoink. Oh, Jesus. Okay, let's try again. Okay, that one's inside. How cool is that? It's like a chain reaction. But this blows up, and then also this blows up and reveals the secret stash. Let's go ahead and open it and look. The only limiting factor of Trophy is ammo. It's pretty hard to come by early on, and the weapon is because of the weapon's extremely fast firing speed, which gives it a great DPS, it also means that you melt through a clip instantly. Obviously, you can put it on single shot to conserve your ammunition, but then obviously you lose your damage per second. But don't worry, there is another unique weapon not far from here that I'll be showing you in my next video. But you will have a pretty hefty boss fight to get it. You can check out the next video here, and I will see you there. Thank you so much for the support on these videos. By the way, guys, it means a lot.